time to blend and maybe bottle some of my sour beers. For those of you guys who have been watching my videos for the last year, you've probably seen a bunch of 1-gallon jugs in the back. Let me show you. These are all sours. Some of them are wild captured sours, wild captured, wild pitched stuff, some dregs in that one. I got 2 3-gallons back here. In late September, I did a whole blending thing with these. A lot of these are 1.5 years old, probably some a little newer, some a little older. And I laid them all out and I went through all of them. I'll throw all of this in my description below because it's a lot to go over. I have a lot of notes on this. So what I came up with is that some needed blending and some can bottle by himself. This here, this funky number 2 as I called it. Oh, the last time maybe I think I pitched something into it was July 2nd, 2016. So what's in this looks like 3 different Brettanomyces strains, WLP 650, WLP 653, WLP 645, and then a SAC strain, WLP 644. And then I put lactobacillus into this. Sat out in my garage for a year, 9/6/16, gravity's at 1004. On February 2017, gravity's 1004. But I tasted it again on June 24, 2017, and then again in September. And I thought it had been pretty stable, not too much acidity. So I thought I'd just bottle it. I'm going to taste it right now, and I might add dry hops to it. All right, let's give a taste test here. Smells good. These little pellicle particles, I do not like drinking them, so I'm going to spit this out. It just grosses me out. It won't hurt you, it's just... It's actually really, really nice. I was going to maybe dry hop this, but I don't know. That's great as is. All right, I'll come back to this in a second. Next, I did a runoff beer that was done 10/12/16. No, 10/21/16. I think it's the last time I added any dregs to this. So what's in this is slurry from a Humulus Tureau bottle dregs and Lactobacillus delbrueckii and some ES05. So on brew day, which was on 9/17/16, I added some slurry of ES05 and then the Tureau bottle dregs. And then on 10/21, I added some Lactobacillus delbrueckii from a starter. And then on 2/25/17, the gravity's at 1.008. So yeah, now I have a note here that says blended with this one here. And this one here is I tried to make a butterbeer from Harry Potter. So I tried to make a beer basically that had a bunch of diacetyl in it, and I was going to add butterscotch to it, and I forgot to add the butterscotch. So I was like, screw it, let's make this into a sour. And then I added Highland Park Brewery's All the Yeast and a Letty Face Trebuchet. And then the main yeast was the London 1318. That was the initial yeast. So on 1/24/17, I added the dregs from All the Yeast, 1/26 of Trebuchet, and then at 6/24, the gravity was at 1.007. That's 6/24/17. I'm going to taste this now and see where we're at. It's okay. This is a little on the rubbery side of things, and there's no acidity at all. It's a little thin too. Let's see what this is. It's cool. It's kind of wine-like. Very, very fruity. Very, very wine. But let's see what it looks like at a blend. I could use a touch more acidity is the only thing. At this stage, I don't think I'm going to get much more. I'm going to try, let's see what 50/50 does. Alright, that's a 50/50 blend now. I think 50/50 is better. I do. I'd be curious to see what these two taste like together. Let's do that. Man, this stresses me out. I cannot make the decision on the right levels to do. I don't know how anyone actually blends anything. It's so hard. Okay, so let's do maybe like a 1-to-1 first. Alright, that's a 1-to-1 of this to this. No, it just dilutes this down. This is great as is. The decision I'm going to have to make, not going to tell, this isn't going to add anything. These two, though, this needs a little bit softer. It's a little bit of that Brett in there. Or I think, yeah, 3-to-1 of that's going to work great. And then this here by itself it's great. The decision I have to make now is to dry hop this or not. These are from the 2 3-gallon jugs I showed earlier, or carboys, I should say. Okay, this is February 26, 2016. We're almost going up 2 years old now. This is just Piococcus Brettanomyces. That's all it was. This is a sour blonde I got going from the dregs from my sour black. Sour black was aged 10 months, and this was brewed in May of 2017. That is different than what I tasted earlier. I don't think I'd blend this. It has a wine characteristic to it, but it's not diacetyl. It's like grapey, very grapey. It's okay. It's not there. I think it got rubbery a little bit, and I think it needs more acidity. So let's see what a 50-50 blend does. 15 milliliters. Then go to 30 with this one. No. I mean, it's fine. It's fine, but it just detracts from how good this is. And that's the thing with blending that I'm trying to work with here. By itself, I mean, it's so freaking good, but the other one falls a little flat. So what do you do with one that's amazing that will need help with the other one? I look at blending, I think now is like something that's like good, and another one's pretty good, but together they make it great. I do have a lot of other ones I still have to play with. I have some notes on those, but I had notes to blend this 50-50, and I don't think I'm going to. First thing first, I'm going to put these aside back where they were. I'm going to purge them with CO2 though. Anytime you do this, you got to purge it with CO2. I don't test these very often. I probably test them once every like 4 or 5 months. And then when I do this. I want to get all the oxygen out of this because these can get oxidized really quickly. And then you might get acetobacter into there, which could turn into vinegar, solvency flavors, weird stuff like that. You do not want that. But these I'm going to bottle very soon. I just don't have bottles right now. And then I would purge my other ones as well. I decided I'm going to add some Cascade into this. It's great. I think it'll be even better with some dry hops. I should probably transfer this into a secondary jug. It makes me really nervous with oxygen. So I'm just going to do it right in the primary here. It's not a big deal. And I'll purge the headspace with CO2. I'm going to do 0.25 ounces of Cascade lupulin powder hops. Normally I would do a little more, but because these are so concentrated with the powder, it won't need more. Alright, I'm going to vacuum seal these up. And I'm going to bottle this, like I said, in like 5 days. Then I'm going to do the 3-to-1 ratio of the 1-gallon jugs that were here earlier. And then I'm going to take off a gallon of my 3-gallon one that tasted really good. I call it the Sour Blonde number 5. And keg the rest and put fruit in the other one. So let's jump to the next step of one of those beers. Bottling my funky number 2, as I call it. This is the one I threw Cascade cryo hops in, but the gravity is really low. It's at like 1.004. So I think it needs a boost. I'm going to rehydrate champagne yeast in some sterile water and bottle with that. I'm going to eyeball it though. I'm going to sprinkle in about a little dab of it until like, I think I have like 15 milliliters of water, sterilized, sanitized. So this is the champagne yeast. It's rehydrating. Looks like it's pretty much done. I'll let it go for about 5-10 minutes or so. The next one I'm going to bottle tomorrow, the 3-to-1 blend. And then I probably going to do the fruited version of the long age sour with the non-fruited version. So we'll start with these first, go to that next, and that'll be a separate tasting video. Let's go to the blending and bottling of the next beer. Blending time. I'm going to do all of this into a bottling bucket, and then a third of this into the bottling bucket, and combine them. I have my measuring stick out here to see about how much I need to pull off. Thankfully, the numbers here, if I raise it a hair above the true level here, it threes like right at the 1 there. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go when it hits 2, I'm going to stop. But first, transferring all of this. Now, I don't care if I cross-contaminate this sour with this one, because I'll have such little left. I might even just dump whatever's left in here, or just bottle it. I don't mind some cross-contamination right now. If you are concerned about that, you would obviously re-clean this, re-sanitize it, and then put it in fresh. So I'm seeing if I can kind of wedge this in here. Oh, come on now. Alright, got 9 bottles out of this. Pretty good. I thought I was going to get 10. Stay tuned for tasting of this one I just bottled and the one I dry hopped. I'll do them back to back soon. 10 days or so, maybe 2 weeks, maybe sooner, maybe later. We'll find out. I'm a little nervous. When it takes a year and a half to make a beer, you want it to go right. Got the blended one here. I got the dry hopped one here. Let's go with the dry hopped one first, because I want the fresh aromatics coming out. This is the one thing I was really nervous about, is carbonating it. Please be carbonated. Oh, I heard a hiss. I heard a hiss. I might need more time. I waited 2 weeks, but I think you need to wait like a couple months. It's carbonated, it's just not fully carbonated. Nice color though. So the nose on that's cool. It's like danky, really danky. There's definitely a big citrus, fruity element coming out of it. Tanomyces is fierce in this one. I'd say the closest fruit I could probably compare it to is pineapple. Yeah, let's give it a taste test. That's good. It's a little thin, but I could carbonate a little more. It definitely has a little of that harsh, like, I call it like burnt acid, but like hurts the back of your throat. It could just be a touch of solvency stuff going on there. Very mild though. Very, very mild. Once it opens up and sits for a second, it's like leathery and pineapple-y and like, it's like a crazy complex dish. It's really cool. The only knock I would give it is this maybe a hair solvency at the end, but I have to like dig for it. I really have to like think about it. That's great. Blended one. It's carbonated. At least a little bit. That's good. It's good carbonation. Compared to this one is like, off the bat, it's like major wine. It has like a Sauvignon Blanc, like very grape, like very, very grape juice. Man, that is crazy how grapey that is. That is so cool. I can't believe there's not fruit in this. That is one unique sour. I can't even pinpoint what it is. Because it doesn't have that usual, like, you get that, like, sour bite, and then you get, like, this sort of classic sour finish. It's, like, weird. It's almost like a lambic. Like, someone put grape juice in a lambic. That is very weird. I love it. I like it better than this one. These are really, really cool. I want to share this blended one around and share to people and get their opinion on it, because it's different. I mean, it's really unique for a sour. I'm definitely going to save a couple bottles for a while and just see how it matures and ages and see how it changes. All right, now let's see what these taste like blended. About a 1-to-1 there. It's cool. It definitely makes the one that was dry hopped a little bit better, but you attract from how good this is. So I rather have that one that was dry hopped, the funky one, be a little bit just as is, not like the best thing ever, where this is like amazing. So, you know, it's one of those things, you know, you just got to play with it and find the balance you like and go with the one you love. And if that means maybe sacrificing one for the other a little bit, that might be worth it. I say get out there, start your sour program. Just start with a couple 1-gallon jugs, do a bunch of different pitches into it, do bottle dregs into them, pitch harvested bacteria, capsular bacteria, just start it going. Next thing you know, 6 months will go by and you might have something. And next thing you know, a year goes by and you really might have something. So I like to just start a sour about once every 3 months, 4 months, and then blend as needed or bottle as needed. And this is the first time I really bottled and blended and really dug into getting it since I started this. So this is awesome. I'm going to hopefully have some more I can blend and do another video on that and have more great sours. And stay tuned for more videos. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and get out there and get weird with sour beer.